Hey guys, sorry, the quality of this is probably terrible because it's really dark in this room. I'm surprised that there's any light at all. It's been a morning so far. It's 7:30. About an hour ago, baby spit up 3 times, including all over me. But now he's just sleeping negatively, angel. Oh, my baby. So yeah, I definitely need to take a shower this morning, but just, constantly covered in spit up, so what is the point? Oh, so cute. I'm debating going to a meetup group today. Really? Hold on. Okay, well, I don't know. I just... Baby. Anyways, also a train of thought. Right, I'm debating going to a meetup group. I might go just to get out of the house because I'm literally always in the house. Oh my gosh, he just keeps spitting up. Baby. I lost my train of thought. Right, so I'm trying to, in addition to reading a book a day, posting a video a day, I'm trying to also watch videos, so sweetie. So cute. So I don't know. This is my problem, is that I'm always like overly ambitious. I feel like I'm upsetting you by talking. Is that true? I feel like I'm always... I think I am. I'll finish this later.
Aside the gross elements, I wanted a more explosive moment or ending, but I liked what this book had to say, or what I think it was trying to say.
Hey, it's almost 1 and I haven't said anything else to you because that's just how things go. I don't remember what I was saying earlier because I think I was half asleep. But are you pooping? I don't think so. I am, oh gosh, my face itches. Sorry. I am trying to watch booktube videos also and comment and participate, etc. I did just get back from the meetup group, the Latinx meetup group. We had lunch. It was my first time going. I had really bad anxiety. Everyone seemed really nice, but again, I feel like weird going into these types of spaces because I present as very white. So it makes me feel like I'm infringing or whatever, but it is an important part of who I am to me. So it was nice though. Everyone was very kind. And the sandwich was delicious. I am now back at home with baby and I still have not started reading Yellowbird. I left it downstairs and then baby started fussing, so I had to start feeding him. But I will start it and then hopefully I can do it. I believe in myself. But right now I'm just watching some YouTube while I'm feeding the baby. And then, yeah, I'll start reading.
Point of tears, but I also realized
The baby. Oh wow. Is daddy excited? We got some kitties. Tummy time. You can do it. Oh my god.
Chris, I do this all for you.
Holy Henry Waters!
Baby.
Everything you need.
handle this. Ooh. Ooh, you like it rough, huh? Just like your mom. Here's what we're gonna do. Right.
Well, I'm basically in the same position I was in yesterday, wherein I don't have a video posted yet. It's 9 p.m. and I just don't know what to do. So I will think about it while I am changing the baby and feeding him. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Hold on one second. Like, come on, people. Baby. He's so cute. I love you. Sorry, I just realized that I messed something up. But anyways, I did start Yellowbird, and I am enjoying it, and I do think it will be a quick read, especially because I have it on audio. So I wish that I had the ebook so that I could read it kind of in the middle of the night too, but I think that will go by fairly quickly if I like stay up in my room tomorrow and just focus on reading. I'm going to read this right now just so I can have my one thing read for the day, since I didn't really read very much today. I don't actually know what happened to the day. You know, it's really weird. Ever since this little thing happened, the time goes very quickly because everything is in 3-hour increments of like how frequently I need to feed him. So time just goes by so quickly. I'm trying to catch up, or like trying to stay on top of booktube videos. I also really want to stay on top of comments that I get on my videos. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm trying to watch things as they come, at least like most of the video, if not the whole thing. And then I'm also trying to like select books for my TBR for this month. So hopefully I will have that so that I can post that tomorrow. Oh man, we missed a startle. The startle reflex is the cutest thing, and I'm going to miss that. The scrunch and the startle reflex, I think, are the two best. Oh, there we go, my little baby. Best things about brand new babies. They're so cute. Anyways, I'm going to go change him and then start reading. Hello. All right, so I'm gonna do a tag because that requires me to not really edit. I was planning on like doing my February through October wrap up, but it's so late. I need to go to bed. All right, so I searched around a little bit. Also, I forgot that I tried to do Vlogmas last year and did not succeed, which is super funny to me. We'll see if this time it works. I do not want to wake up the baby, but I'm uncomfortable. Okay, so I am going to be doing the book acquiring tag. I have done the book buying tag, I think. The questions are different though. That one I think is more about like how much do you buy, where, like stuff like that. This is different. This is kind of more exciting, you know. And I saw this on Britta Bowler's channel. She posted it in June of 2022. Basically, I just searched in her feed for tags. I know she doesn't really do tags, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Point is that there are questions, and let's answer them. And I will link her video below for funsies, even though it's from over a year ago, but you know, whatever. I'm sure all the answers are relatively the same. So the first question is, do you plan your book purchases ahead or impulse buy? I do both. so that's what Britta said do, but I do both. I plan purchases ahead of time when they are for like specific challenges, meetups, book clubs, etc. Although I do kind of want to take a step back from doing so much of that, and I definitely have. I mean, this year I've like not really read anything at all. But next year I don't really plan on. I feel like Invisible Cities not being a thing anymore, while it makes me sad, definitely like has alleviated a lot of stress from that. But oof, gosh, oh, so sorry, baby. But yeah, so I definitely want to do less of that. I do want to focus on the books that I own. And I do a lot of impulse buying every time I go on a trip, which apparently happens fairly frequently. I find bookstores, I go in, I ask for recommendations, I just browse and I just pick things that look good. And if someone's in town visiting, I buy whatever they tell me to buy. If I go visit someone, I buy whatever they tell me to buy. So I definitely do both quite a lot. The second question is, how do you decide what books to buy? I do feel like I kind of already talked about that. It's either like completely random or like very, very planned. I also have a couple of Word documents on my computer. I mean, I have a lot of lists too of like books. Oh, that would be a good idea for a video, I think. Maybe. Anyways, I have like lists, the documents with lists, and I have two like huge Word documents that are lists. One of them is books that I heard about on BookTube, and the other one is like other books that I've heard from other like sources. So, you know, the New Yorker, podcasts, like recommended in other books, like bibliographies and other books and stuff like that. And so I think I am going to start doing this next year. I had done it a couple of times this year where I just like do a random number generator and then I purchase whatever book it lands on. Although what I should do really is read the first like couple pages before doing that, because I am very picky about writing, and why purchase something if I'm not going to enjoy the writing. But I would like to do that. But yeah, in general, I mostly have been purchasing on trips, so for special occasions and like for specific projects. Number 3, what is your philosophy on where you shop, online versus in person, large versus small, physical, digital, or audio, new versus used, etc.? I have very strong opinions about this. I am very, 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 very anti-Amazon, and I am a big fan of indie bookstores. Indie bookstores are my jam. That is where I like to spend my money. Broadway Books here in Portland is where I do the purchasing of like new releases is the wrong word, but newer books. And I will say I do actually, because sometimes I like the UK version of books better. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so uncomfortable. So I will search, and then if I prefer the UK version, I'll buy it at Blackwell's. But if I'm buying a US version of the book, I will, if it's again a newer release or something like that, then I will go to Broadway Books. If it's something that's like maybe out of print or like something that's like more like weird, for better for better word, that's not good English, you know what I'm trying to say, then I'll go to Powell's, because Powell's has like a huge selection, backlist, everything. Smaller indie bookstores, they need to keep specific types of books in stock, just to make sure that they're actually selling their books. You know, people aren't, you know, going to be wanting like niche things. So yeah, I much prefer in person. I will say also, if I'm buying something, usually I go to Broadway Books, but I do like to, you know, buy from other like random small bookstores across the country. And if I'm buying on bookshop.org, I try to use Sarai, who's used to BookTube. She started at the same time as me. She doesn't do it anymore, but she has a book. I'm pretty sure it's her bookstore. Spellbound. I think it's Spellbound Books or Spellbound Bookshop or something in Florida. So I'll try to like use her like link or whatever so that she gets the commission or gets money from it. Obviously, smaller is better. I do think it is important to support Barnes and Noble though, because they are like the last big bookstore, and if they go out of business, the publishing world will be very much altered, and Amazon will probably control everything. And I only buy physical. I do not buy digital or audio. If I'm using digital or audio, I will use the Libby app and borrow it. I find it very irritating to pay for something that I can't like actually have my physical hands on. And new and used, I like them both. I just don't like used books that, again, feel like dusty or old. So I do have like kind of a threshold for used, but I'll do them all. Question number 4, what about little free libraries? What do you think about them? Have you used one? Why or why not? Most little free libraries in our area are geared towards children, so it's a lot of kids books or things that I'm just not interested in. So like, James Patterson, Clancy, those romance people. What's the name of that really famous romance lady? I don't know, but it's stuff that I have very specific taste, translated and small presses, and it does not work for me. I do put stuff in them though. If I have books that I'm trying to get rid of, I'll go try to sell them at Powell's, obviously for a small credit, and then if they don't take them, then I will put the books in a little free library. And I think that they are great in general for the community. I think they are wonderful things. They just don't work for my personal book taste, unfortunately. Question number 5, how do you feel after acquiring a book? Do you share like in a book haul or diary? I usually feel great after acquiring a book because I love buying books. Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? I love buying books. I do share. I used to do book hauls, but when I was making videos more regularly, and I will go back to making book hauls. I haven't really been purchasing anything because I've just been not doing so. August, I bought a bunch of books, and April I bought a bunch of books, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, and I do have a spreadsheet on my computer of all of my unread books. So I do those things. I would like to start keeping track of how much money I spend on books, and I would like to keep track of it in my bullet journal. I haven't really been using my bullet journal very much either, unfortunately, which is another conversation because I was really into it and now I'm just like not into it as much, and I need to fix that, and I think I know how to fix it. Question 6, how do you feel looking at your books that haven't been read? Does it matter if it's currently a lot or little amount? I could never have a 0 TBR. People who have 0 TBRs honestly like stress me out a little bit because like what happens if you want to read something different? I don't understand. It is not for me. I do think that I have too many unread books. I would like, there's one bookcase that I have downstairs, and I would prefer all of my books that are unread to just fit on that bookcase, and that is it. Currently, that bookcase is double stacked, and there's a pile next to it, and there's the bookcase under the TV that also has books, and then there's a bookcase in the office, which is also double stacked. So that's like a lot of books, and then there's the like my kids' books that I need to find a new place for. I was gonna put them in the baby's room, but I want the baby's room to have the baby's books, not my books that are just happen to be kids' books. So, anyways, yeah, I mostly feel good about it, except at this point, again, I think because we got rid of bookcases, and so there's like a space issue. It is stressing me out at the moment, but I think that if they all fit single stacked on a bookcase, it wouldn't bother me. It's just, they're just like too cluttered, so it makes me feel anxious. Let's see, question 7, how do you decide what number of unread books is the right amount? There's no right amount. It's just whatever. I mean, again, right now my amount is too much. It's over 1,600 unread books. So that is too many, and I do think that that one bookcase downstairs would be the right amount, and maybe I'll get there eventually in 30 or 40 years. Question 8, do you have a TBR game or process for reading them? No, again, I have a way that I track my reading in my bullet journal, or that I was tracking in my bullet journal. And I do like the games, but they don't really work for me because I do a lot of like goals and plans and lists and stuff. So like it doesn't really make any sense for me to have a game, because again, I'm trying to read like a, you know, certain books for certain prompts. So I guess that is kind of a game. I participate in the seasonal reading challenge, which is a Goodreads group, and there's different prompts, and you get points for the prompts, and I mean, I never get that many points, but it is like a fun way for me to pick what books I'm going to read. Or if I'm reading a book for a book club meetup, then I try to like fit it into a prompt. So that's pretty much the only like TBR like game that I do, is just lists. I love reading challenge lists and prompts and like book bingos and all that kind of stuff. But I don't do like, you know, the Tic Tac TBR or Wheel of TBR. Or I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I would like to, but maybe I don't know. Well, maybe that would make it more fun. I don't know. Am I going to start doing that? Probably, now that I'm having this internal conversation in my head that you're not privy to at the moment. And then question 9 is, do you have a book buying problem? If so, what is the nature of it and can it be adjusted? I don't think that I have a book buying problem. I think I do think that I buy too many books, but not really. I think the problem is that I don't read enough books. You know, I think I buy the right amount. I just don't read enough. So I love buying books. Again, I think I love supporting bookstores. I love supporting indie presses or small presses, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm an adult and I can do what I want. Although now that I have a baby, I don't know. But again, I think this year I've purchased like the least amount of books that I have since I can even remember, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, that is the tag. I will link Britta's, and the original, who is Kristen. So I'll link both of theirs below. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.